This video describes how to copy existing predefined HVAC systems in AcoSim Energy Simulator and edit the input parameters for those systems. The application side of HVAC Manager contains the library of available HVAC systems, service water heating systems, and components that can be applied to a project. 29 predefined HVAC systems and 2 service water heating systems are delivered with the software. Notice the locked icon. 48 predefined components are also delivered with the software that are used as building blocks to help users create their own HVAC systems. While users are unable to edit the predefined locked systems or components that are delivered with the software, you can copy any of the predefined HVAC systems and edit the input parameters as needed. To copy an existing predefined HVAC system, right-click on a system in the tree view. Selecting the copy option means you are making a copy of the system and saving that copy in the application or library side of the manager. If the original existing system was included in multiple categories or folders, then the copy of that system will also be included in the same multiple categories or folders. Users can change which categories contain the copied system as they wish. Organizing HVAC systems in categories or folders is the subject of a separate video clip. When copying a system, the user can also select the Copy to Project option. So I'm going to right-click and select the Copy to Project option. In this case, the application system is copied to the project side of HVAC Manager. From here it can be edited and applied to some or all of the building that is being simulated as part of this project. Systems contained in the project side of HVAC Manager can also be copied back to the application side or library by right-clicking on the system name in the tree view and selecting Copy to Application Data. So first I'm going to right-click and rename this to My Favorite 4-Pipe Fan Coil. And assume that I make other input value changes, but I want to save it back to the library or application side for use on a future project. So I simply right-click and select Copy to Application Data. And then that system is over here on the application side and can be used on the current project or on future projects because it is in the library. Another option is to select Copy to Project into existing HVAC system. For this option, the predefined system is copied into an existing HVAC system that has already been defined in the project side of HVAC Manager. For this example, we'll create a new HVAC system in the project side called HVAC System Configuration 1. Right-clicking, rename, So now I'm going to go back to the application side and copy two predefined designer systems into this new project system. So for example, I can select the this designer HVAC system, right click and select copy to project into existing HVAC system, and select the new HVAC system that we just now created. Similarly, I can select another predefined designer system or graphical system and right click on it and say copy to project into existing HVAC system right here, same system. So now if I go back to the project side, I see that I have my system, and it's really two subsystems. The first designer chilled water VAV system and the second subsystem packaged terminal air conditioners with hot water heat. So now I can apply these two different systems to different portions of the building and then simulate that combined overall configuration. Input parameters for user-defined HVAC systems can be modified as appropriate to customize the system for your specific needs. There are a couple of methods for doing this. Let's edit our copy of predefined designer system named water source heat pump. So here's the copy we made earlier. And assume that we want to change the rated pressure rise or head of pressure across the water pump. So in this case, we can select the water pump in the designer pane, right click and select properties. In this window, we find the rated pump head at 75 feet, and I simply highlight the input field, enter the edited value, and then tab to enter that changed value. The other way I can open that window is to double left click on that component, and it'll also open the same properties screen. A third method would be to expand the system in the tree view and then left click or highlight the component that you want to modify and then click on the data tab. And again, you're going to see the same input information and the already edited value for the rated pump head that we changed earlier. Note that designer or graphical HVAC systems are composed of multiple components and subcomponents. The interface allows users to select which input fields are exposed or viewable at the component and subcomponent levels. In this tree view here, all the subsystems that show this blue icon denote that they are components that are composed of multiple subcomponents. So maybe when you're looking at the data for this particular component, you don't see the particular input value that you would like to change. In that case, you can simply right click and say Edit Component. In that case, all the subcomponents will be shown along with all of their input values in the Data tab. At this point, you can edit any of those input values, and when you're done, simply right click and say Finish Editing Component. The other type of predefined HVAC systems that are delivered with the software are called data-only systems. And you see at the end of the name here, it says data only. So let me make a copy of that. In this case, there are no graphical icons associated with this system, but it's purely a list of input objects and the various input parameters associated with those objects. In this case, there's only one method for changing input values for these types of systems. In the tree view, select the particular component that you would like to change. For example, this supply air fan, maybe we want to change the fan motor efficiency. It's currently shown as 90% efficient. Maybe we want to change that to be 85%. So 0.85, and then I hit Tab to enter that value and save it. Once you've completed all of your input value changes, click Apply and then OK to exit HVAC Manager. Once HVAC Manager is closed, click the Save button at the top of the screen to save the HVAC system changes with this specific project file.